Okay, here I'm in my course and I wanted to start adding some content to it. Now, in the top section, I'd like to add a PDF file, which is a student manual that the students will be using throughout the course, and that's why it's going in the top section. But first of all, this gives me an opportunity to show you the difference between Moodle 1.9, Moodle 2.2, which we're currently using in our course for this workshop, and Moodle 2.3, which I have on my server. It's a real neat function in 2.3 that I'm excited to show you about. But first of all, here's the file I want to add. It's AP Student Manual, and it's just in a directory on my desktop there. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you first on 1.9, and we'll move up to this latest version here, which is 2.3. So let me just find it here. Okay, so here I am in version 1.9 of Moodle. Here's my Welcome to Java course, and I wanted to add the student manual here. Well, what I have to do is I go to add a resource, and I look here, and I've got link to a file or website. That's what I want to do, is I want to link to a file, but I have to upload it first before I could do that. Because it's not being served from a remote desktop, I want it to be served right from this course instance. So I click on that, and I have to give it a name, student manual, and I'll just put here student course manual. Not much of a description, but we're going quickly here. If it were on a remote website and I was going to pull it in from there, I could use a URL here, but instead I'm going to upload a file. Let me bring this down, and most of you are going to be familiar with this, and that's all the files that I have in this course so far. I scroll to the bottom, I click the button to upload a file, and I choose the file, and there it is. That's the one I want. I'd open it up, and I'd say upload this file. It's going to take a moment or two. To tell you the truth, I can't remember the size of it, so hopefully not too long here. There we go. And here's the file I want to display on that top section, so I'm going to choose it. And now I choose how I want it to display. Well, I think maybe the students want to be looking at this while they're looking at the course page, so I think I'll put it in a new window. In other words, a pop-up. I could change the dimensions of this if I wanted to, but I'll leave everything on its default. I'm going to save and return to my course. And there's the student manual. And if I click it, it will open up. Perfect, just what I want. Now the students can read through this as they're going through the course. Okay, let's see this now in Moodle 2.2, which is, I believe, the version that we're using in this course. And I've got that open in a window here. So here's 2.2, and this isn't computer science, but I'll just show you how I'd add that file here. So similar menu system. It's a resource I'm adding on this side. And the names here have changed. Remember it said display a file or a directory? Well, right now I want to display a file that we're going to upload. Wait for that to load. There we go. Okay, student manual. And I'll just put down here the same thing, student course manual in the description. And now this has changed a little bit, the content. See here how I can add a file? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload a file first. Upload. So I'm going to browse. There's my file. I open that. I can pull that down a bit if you like. And I'm going to upload this file. Again, it takes a moment or two. Feels like the shopping channel that I should keep talking. Oh, and there it is. But now I could add more files if I wanted to. But in this case, I'm just going to add this one. I could create a folder, and the folder could contain several different kinds of documents, and the students could download them if they wanted to. But right now, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do exactly what we did in 1.9, but I'm just showing you from this system. And I could embed it in a web page. I could force it to be downloaded. When the students click on it, they have to download it to their computer. Open means really just replace the browser window with that window, which is not what I want to do. No, pop-up's the best choice here. Popping it up in a new window, and I'm going to save. Actually, I'm not saving a display. I'm going to save and return to the course so that you can see it there. And there it is. And when the students click on it, I get my pop-up. Should open up. Very nice. Just what I want. Okay, now 2.3, and I find this very exciting. 2.3, I just hope it works. Okay, so now what I can do, I want to, in this section right here, I could just go across to where the manual is, and I just drag it and drop it. And there it is for my students. It's unpredictable how this is going to open, because I think the default is it chooses the best method, but it might not be the method I want. So I do still want to go in and update the resource and tell the system how to load the file. There's no description here either. I'd want to put that. Student course manual. You can see the file. I could add more files, just like in 2.2. I could create a folder or have something where I can download this to my computer. And instead of automatic, I want it in a pop-up, just like we saw on the last screen with 2.2. And I'm going to save and return to my course. And there's the file in my course. I can just click it to open it. Now this is brilliant, because say I have a lot of things to add. Remember with the 2.2, let me open that up. I'd have to keep adding them here. Actually, when that window came up, I could add several documents into that one window, but basically to add more resources, I keep doing it this way. With Moodle 2.3, all I want to do, say I want to add a few of these things, I just drag them across. And say I want to move this down. This looks like an applet. I'm going to move that into the first section. And I want a movie with an applet in it. I'm just going to drag this down here. And say I want a more advanced movie down here. You can see the little icon for Flash movie. The Hello World movie, I'm on it down in this section. Very nice. Again, it's really going to save you time when you're doing this. And again, just remember to update it, to give it a description. Introductory overview of programming, a sample program. I'm being very short here. I don't even know if it describes it. I want to say how I want this. I want this one embedded. Okay, and I'm going to save and return to course. Let's see how embedding works. And there is my little sample movie embedded in the web page. Very nice. Okay, anything else I wanted to show you here? I mean, I could move a whole directory across. I can show you that, certainly. So here's a directory. I want to move this down. I want to move this up. Probably under the first section. And I want to drop it there. Oh, it's an empty folder. Sorry. It has to be zipped. Okay, well, I could show you that too. If you have the folder zipped, I think I did have it zipped. I was trying to bring the whole bulk folder across. Here it is zipped. I'm just going to bring this across. So you'd want to zip the folder, And here's when you bring a zip file across, this is what it tells you. Unzip the files and create a folder, create a file resource, or add a SCORM package. Well, I want to unzip the files and create a folder just as a default package.